Hi everybody, welcome to another Sims build. This is called the Fixer Upper Challenge. So the idea is that you move a sim or a household into this house, into this lot as is, and in order to renovate it, all the money that you use to do so must be earned. You cannot get money through cheats like Motherlode or Rosebud or anything. This has to be 100% earned money. And you can do that, whether you have a job or you are just selling paintings or vegetables or fish or whatever, or getting tips from playing an instrument. Whatever it is that your sim is doing to make money is the only way that you can earn the money to fix up this house. And that's basically it, other than, try not to mess with the outer walls too much. I think the inner walls, fair game, you can do whatever you want. But, or you could add a porch or whatever, but the idea is you more or less leave the house the way it is, in terms of shape. So I'm purposefully building a house to look crappy. So the inside is completely unfinished. It is a blank canvas for you to have. And the outside, I have mismatched wood to make certain things look more rotted away or totally abandoned. I'm throwing random assortments of wall coverings on there, whether it's plaster or brick or wood, just to make it look like the place hasn't been touched. This is this is a very small house. I built a larger one. I built like a Victorian mansion. And the place was huge. It was a little unmanageable. It would take you maybe like a generation just to get the bottom floor looking like a real place. So I decided to do a much smaller one. Just more manageable. And this is just a cute little bungalow, and there's lots of possibilities here. And I'd love to see what people do with this. So if you would like to attempt this challenge, you can find this house and the Victorian mansion, if you're even crazier. You can find them for download on the gallery, and they are by Aileron Builds, and I'll leave that in the description as well. So the important thing for this build is whenever you download this lot, if you're going to do so, you need to have bb.showhiddenobjects and bb.showliveeditobjects both turned on, as well as bb.moveobjects. This way you can have access to the debug menu, which is how I'm adding all of these extra plants and rocks and things to make the place look overgrown, like the lawn hasn't been mowed. And also the debug menu is just a great thing if you want plants, because they have all the same plants that are available in build mode, but they're all free. So rather than putting a cactus in your yard and driving the value of the lot up by $100 or whatever it is, you can just have a cactus in your yard. Also, these bushes and some of the plants that they have look way more realistic. And as well as these ivy type things that look like they're growing up the wall. The debug menu, I think it's the show live edit objects menu, also has the sprites, I don't know what you might call them, but the objects for things that Sims use and interact with in their lives, including trash bags, like piles of trash. So I've left some trash piles around this house, just so it's not you doing all the clicking and working. Your sim does have to take out the trash and clean up the place in order to live there. I will also say that there is no custom content at all used in this house. I wanted this to be as accessible as possible. Everything that you see here is base game. That doesn't mean that when you renovate it, you can't use things that are not from the base game. You are free to use whatever you want, whether it's custom content or not. You can do whatever you want. I just wanted to make the shell, as it were, as accessible as possible. The debug menu also has all these great build objects that you normally wouldn't find. They've got the fence posts from the worlds, so like a brick fence post and not just a fence piece, if that makes sense. And they've also got this wooden fence that I use around the perimeter of this property. And I've seen people make like construction beams out of those, so whatever you want to do, have at it. This is completely a creative challenge for you. I think the only piece of furniture I added was like a terrible toilet. So all things considered, this lot is fairly inexpensive. You just move your sim in and get creative. So there it is. It's on the gallery under Aileron Builds, and I'd love to see what you do with it. So let me know. And it's under #FixerUpper Challenge, #FixerUpper. Have at it. Get creative. I want to see what everybody can do. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you're into that, and stay inside.